Now, you're going to think I'm crazy. Well, you probably do that anyway, because you can see I've got my pack of tarot cards here. You know, I'm obviously not necessarily the kind of person you want to take your daughter to go and see and so on and so forth. But these little things here rather surprised me. I was never even remotely a believer in Orgonite at all. I thought, you know, new age tacky, overpriced bling. But on the other hand, like, I've been communicating with all these people who deal with radionics and radionic devices, and they often have pieces of Orgonite on their devices or in their devices, and I thought, okay, well, you know, these people are saying it really, really helps, so I'll give it a go. Now, this stuff wasn't really expensive, and that's what I suppose really attracted me to it, because if I'm going to experiment with something, then I'm not going to lay out a fortune. You know, you don't lay out more money unless you've experimented to a certain extent, you've worked out what limitations something could have, you experiment and explore, and then you make up your mind. Okay, and then you work out how heavily you want to get involved in it. So this was an affordable set I got off Etsy, a ring tower buster, a attractive spirally whirly thing, and a very cute little, oh, isn't that sweet, love heart. And I think it's, well, firstly they are beautiful, but what surprised me is when I took them out of the pack and I put them on my desk and I sat them there for a while, there was a noticeable and tangible change in my emotional state which happened. Now, I'm going to use the phrase on the basis that, okay, because you're skeptical, you're intelligent, I'm reasonably intelligent, and I'm very skeptical. So on the basis that there is a human energy field, it might make some sense that putting something in it which has lots of pieces of metal in it might somehow diffuse something. There's a rather old witchcraft superstition that suggests that if you have a jar full of like twisted nails and broken bits of metal, and you have that near the entrance of your house, so that when people who've got negative intentions towards you walk past it, the negative intentions will be diffused by the presence of the metal spiky bits inside the jar. I thought this was just like a modern version of the same thing, and maybe it is. Maybe it is, okay, because it's got lots of little pieces of metal in there, held compressed by the resin that is as it's set. And maybe it is actually doing something to the energy field. I have had experiences when I've had like lots of like negative thoughts and feelings and energy inside me of walking over water, and then it kind of like dissipating and me feeling calmer and more clear-minded and more rational after that. And some people say that there's a superstition that witches can't cross water, basically. And also Dion Fortune reported something very similar, of walking around with lots of negativity inside her energy field. Then she walked over a place and it all went. Then she looked at the map, and then over that place there was a water main. Sorry, under where she was walking there was a water main at that place. Okay, so she felt the energy going from her. And I've had that happen to me before as well. So maybe there is something to that, that the conductive effects of water, on the basis that there is such a thing as the human energy field and it can pick up all your toxicity of your emotions and your stress and your anxiety and all the rest of that, maybe it can actually like be taken away. So therefore, if that is the case, big if, I know, okay, then the crystals in here, the metal shavings in here of various different types of stones, various different types of stuff, and also metal powders as well, could be having a similar effect. Just hypothetical, of course. Now, the reason I wanted to get this is for the Spooky 2. That would fit nicely on the extension plate of the Spooky 2. That would fit nicely on the, you know, the Spooky 2 radionics device, okay? That would fit nicely on the input plate of the standard 3 dial. And this is just for fun, and I like it. And I like cute things, okay? I just like cute things, and that's a cute thing, so I like it. The other thing I always have around, because I'm eccentric, is crystals, and I've had interesting energetic experiences with meditating with chakras on crystals and sending flavors and properties into food and drinks using crystals before. So, you know, I've got some of these around. Now, traditionally, apparently, one places the Orgonite on the input plate, And then with the DNA or the witness sample of the person you're treating, you then place your crystal on the output plate. The crystal in the radionics device is supposed to act as an amplifier and a receptacle of the thought form you're creating through the meditation and the creation of the turning of the dials, and then boom, it'll like be present in the ether, working its like thought form magic incidental psychokinetic energy effects to create change in the outer world. That's the hypothetical thing. And the power of the orgonite would harmonize the field, so it is said, and bring good chi energy into the operation. So the thing which has been missing from my Spooky 2 radionic setup has been orgonite and the use of the crystal. All hypothetical, and all experiential, and all that, experimental and that kind of stuff. But no, I think it's about time. Just getting this stuff, handling it, sitting there with me, like, holding on to it and having it just on my desk whilst I'm working, it, like, did have an energetic effect on me. Okay, obviously I get stressed, my work can be stressful, my life can have its own anxieties and stress in it, I'm not a very healthy person anyway. So, I like things associated with health of body and mind. And I just like assemble it like that, just for the hell of it. Kind of like looks like something from Stargate, really. I only did that for a laugh, and it kind of like felt better. I don't know how to quite describe it. It felt better when I did that. And I don't know whether there's some kind of like weird energy thing going on there. In the instructions that the guy sent through, he says you place your crystals on your orgonite for a period of about 20 to 30 minutes, and then that helps to clear them. There's just all kinds of instructions there. That's his email if you're interested in contacting him. I paid for this stuff. I didn't get it for free, okay, for the purposes of making a video, but you can contact him. He's also on Etsy under the name Orgonite Creations in the UK. And he's got this section on the meditation with the labyrinth, and also how to do meditations using the orgonite, which I haven't tried yet. No. But the very fact that I felt a change in my energy when playing around with it, just getting it, opening it up, putting it on my desk, is beginning to make me think there is something in it. What precisely, I don't know. You can never tell, because there's no hard and fast evidence as to the scope of these things, what they can be used for, what their limitations are, how they're supposed to interact with you, and so on and so forth. There's like lots of speculation, because it's a speculation environment. Speculation because of like folk myths and personal experiences. That's all we've got to go by. Okay? So therefore we have to be in a mental position of having more questions than answers, and we can't turn around and say it works, because if you do that you get someone who's on the brink of homelessness saying make it all better, make it go away, or someone who's got some terrible disease saying cure me by 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. And you probably won't be able to do it. You may be able to offer your thoughts and prayers and send some healing energy which might help out somehow, but you won't be able to guarantee any positive results at all, because that's what it's like. You got to be ethical. You got to be ethical. And if you're not, then go fuck yourself. Forgive my language there, but you know what I mean. You can't go around promising something that's clear cut. Yes, man, it works. Ha 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 ha. Because if you do that, you're a jerk off. There's something wrong with you as a person. But either way, I like what I've got. I'm quite happy to play with it. And with a bit more playing around, I may decide to even get more. It's just the very idea that me, in my time of life, is buying orgonite. It's like, what the fuck, what am I doing buying all this, like, New Age tat, But I don't think it is New Age tat anymore. I think there's something to this stuff. Again, what is there in it? How can I use it? What things can I get? I was skeptical about the Isis pendulum, but that seemed to have some kind of like something going for it as well. So how many things have I been overlooking over the years because I've been placing my skepticism and my questioning attitude as being far more important than experimenting with different things in different ways? and this is also me, you know, coming from a weird experience background, you know, the ghost experiences and prophetic dreams and all that kind of stuff, and receiving spiritual healing and actually feeling the energy working, and so on and so forth, and yet I ended up really, really skeptical of this stuff. What, I mean, you know, what's in the name of all that's holy was the matter with me? I must have had like major, massive mental blocks going on with me. I must have had major like energy blocks or something going on with me. And maybe the fact that I'm now open-minded about Orgonite is like me kind of like opening up to new ideas and thinking about things differently. Maybe this is a representation of some kind of like personal healing experience of the mind, of the soul, of the energy field. I don't know. You know, or maybe I've just flipped my little lid and I've gone insane. That's a possibility too. Maybe I flipped my little lid and I've gone completely insane, and there's no point in anyone listening to me at all whatsoever. But I strangely doubt that. Okay, I strangely doubt that. I would like the construction of this thing. There's a little crystal in there, a little bit of crystal in there and there as well. So making this like translucent equal armed cross in a circle thing inside it. Very subtle, but very present. So it's just an extra bit of fun, you know. I presume. I don't know. Come on, guys and girls. It's not like I know everything. I want to know everything, but that will never happen. Yeah. I'll also try like shoving this under my pillow at night, see if that helps my energy while I'm sleeping. I mean, that would be quite interesting. And the heart, I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming this is because it's small. It's not going to like give out masses of like spiritual energy. Okay, but on the other hand, it's something. It's fun. It's nice. I might give that to someone special actually, because like, yeah. It's nice. What the hell? You know, what the hell? It's got a thing about it. So this is me coming out of the closet, you know, so to speak, popping my cherry when it comes to Orgonite. So is he making a little rude joke with his finger? All right. I mean, you know, sometimes I like. You know, I think to myself like, what's going wrong with me, or what's going right with me? I don't know. This is like a whole new aspect of my thinking, a whole new aspect of my perception of reality. I don't know. Anyway, it's fun. Get yourself some, play with it. See what kind of fun you can have and experiences you can have with like pieces of resin with metal and crystals and powdered metal in it. And then report back in the comment section, because that's what comment sections are there for.